And we are live.
Good morning, everyone. Today is April 6th, 2023. Welcome to East Hampton Village Special Board Meeting. If I could ask you all to stand for a pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America,
to
to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you, everyone. So today's special meeting, we have a Herrick Park discussion and design revision that we needed to get done. I'm going to let the village administrator fill us all in on that.
Thank you. So we were alerted on late Tuesday that, as you know, everybody knows that Land Tech, the contractor that's demoing the Herrick Park, is going pretty fast. So they kind of need fast responses. So thank you for getting together. The reason we made this a work session / special meeting was that we could hopefully accept some of these resolutions, or that's up for discussion here today. And that is essentially the pickleball striping. Some of the neighbors have complained about the pickleball. So it doesn't mean we're getting rid of pickleball in the park altogether, but at that location, we're being sensitive to their feedback. That would be for the pickleball. The other change would be, can you put the new map up? That might help.
We're working on it right now.
Okay, thanks.
Here we go.
So that the updated map, just as you can see, removes the pickleball striping. It doesn't mean that we can't add it to another location, maybe closer to Newtown Lane or other areas.
And remember, it was just the one court
It was just one
that we were
court.
going to stripe.
So we're kind of just taking feedback from the neighbors, and we're being sensitive to kind of their comments. So that's just one. The other one was what really caused this was on Tuesday, the contractor let us know that the Glengarry pavers, or the bricks that were going to be used, and he didn't want to use pavers either. He thought that with the board considered just putting cement down like the rest of the walkways there. So by basically taking the expense that was going to be done for the brick, we're going to substitute it with the concrete and then add I don't know if you can show the goalposts.
Yep.
The
working
photo
on it.
of the goal. Thanks. It's
Would you like
the
this one?
goal pack, they call it. Yeah.
On it.
Thanks, Jason.
There you go.
So that's what's called the goal pack. It would replace what's there right now. It's really set up for rugby a long time ago, but obviously the football, they play football with it really now in the fall. So Kathy Masterson, the athletic director, is super excited for us to add this there for the kids. The East End Soccer League is very, very happy as well by basically getting from the savings of the brick to cement, we'd be purchasing this at no additional cost. So that's really the only changes being done to the park.
That's great.
And I apologize for how fast we had to make this decision, but they are going very fast. And if we waited to April 21st, it would just make the park unusable for the month of July or June.
Yeah, I mean, the changes are pretty minor. And I actually think the brick, can you go back, Jason, to
Sure.
the other photo?
And here you go.
No, one more.
Back.
Yeah.
All right.
So to the right of the screen is that brick path, which kind of runs parallel. It does run parallel to the parking lot, which is something we've never had, which is really a good addition because when people park, I don't know how well the brick would really work anyway. So, and of course, the highway superintendent is much happier with concrete because the plowing situation in the winter is much better if we ever have snow.
He's thrilled.
So I think it's pretty minor changes, and we've certainly listened to the neighbors on the pickleball. That's a concern that's all over the country and something else that we're dealing with. So by adopting this new plan, I think the neighbors will be happier.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to stress, it's not removing pickleball altogether. I think there's a large amount of people, I'm sure everybody here is getting emails to include pickleball in the park. I think they want it in the park. I think the board's on the same page as that. I think it's just, we're going to find an alternate location.
And that's going to come up in a separate phase of the park, which will then be presented to the public, and we'll take input before any of that is implemented. So
that's it.
This is really, in my opinion, this is really like an in-kind replacement with a couple of little additions, and that really the only addition is going to be the walkway.
Yep.
So, okay. Anybody have any questions, or were we good?
I think this is great. I like the goalposts and the score and that setup. You know, the middle school uses that field for their football games. I know the football teams have a lot of kids the past couple of years. I think the junior high football team had a large turnout. Maybe they could play football there, you know, and have a really nice event. So this is good. I'm good.
So is anybody from the public would like to speak? All
I
righty.
have one quick question. In the picture of the goalpost, they showed it as sort of a neon yellow.
Yes.
Is the color chosen?
No, it's they have two options. It's a yellow, which is the more traditional one, or the white. So the board can certainly choose whatever it wants. I think the school was actually asking for the yellow because it was more keeping in line with what's the traditional choice, but it doesn't mean that it's not your
Yeah,
option.
the ones that are now white.
Do they want to-
I don't really have a preference. I mean,
I'd take what the school wants.
Yeah, I would say that. The school.
So maybe we can, Marcus, maybe we can check with the school and just ask them if they want yellow or white.
I mean, I think white would look better, but school looks yellow.
all right, great. So if nobody else has any questions, nobody from the public, we'll move into the resolutions. Lorraine?
Okay. Resolution number 412 adopts negative secra declaration with respect to Herrick Park Phase 1A design revision. So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 413, approve Herrick Park Phase 1A design revision.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Resolution 414, approve Herrick Park improvement agreement with Land Tech.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Resolution number 415, notice for public hearing to be held on April 21st, 2023 at 11 o'clock a.m. at the Emergency Services Building, 1 Cedar Street for introductory number 6, 2023, a proposed local law amending beach parking permits. Half-season parking permits shall be issued rather than monthly parking permits. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried. And that concludes our meeting today. So
Motion to close the hearing.
the meeting is closed, and I want to thank everybody for coming out in short notice, including our board. So thank you. But these are important things that have to get done, and so we can keep this project moving and stay on time.